Oh god, what a horrible nightmare. Welcome everybody to Final Fantasy VII Part 3. And as you'll see, it's exposition part.
Oh joy.
Yes, Barrett's snoring kept me up.
I love how Tifa actually says, you know, I have no idea what you mean, and yet that counts towards your relationship points with
It
us.
so much would have been more funny if it had
She's
been
a slut.
Barrett's masturbating woke me up.
Yes, the less we know about Barrett, the better.
Well, you say that, but I'd love to know how he do that with a gun hand.
Gun, yeah, exactly. He strokes his shaft with his shaft.
Right, this is the tutorial for the materia. I left this in purely so that other people could see it, but obviously I skipped through it really quick, so I'll just give the abridged version. Basically,
Basically, you hit things, they go dead.
Yeah,
well, yeah, aside from that.
And you
the
equip little orbs to your weapons.
The whole point of materia is every weapon and item that you pick up has slots, like little holes. You could equip as many materia as you have slots, and as you'll see with that one on the image, some of them are chained together, so you can actually combine two materias together. Green materia is basically your magic, so anything that's offensive or defensive in the case of restore.
Anything that's offensive, you motherfucker!
Blue is basically your support materia, so anything that basically helps the other materia, like all or elemental, or we'll see more of those as we go on.
You could only think of those two, couldn't you? Admit it.
At the moment, yeah, but I know there are others. For the life of me, I can't remember what.
Summons are purple, aren't they?
No, summons are red. Summons
the
are
one.
your red ones, and they're basically, as staple Final Fantasy, they are basically the ones where you can call in the big hulky brutes that fight for you. You've got yellow, which is your command materia, which basically adds an extra command to your character when you're in battle, like steel
enemy
or
skill.
mug or
Enemy
force cut or quad cut, that sort
Or
of thing.
enemy skill.
Or enemy skill, yes. We'll get to that as enemy skills come up. Because I am looking to fill the enemy skill materia.
Well, you only get one chance.
Yes, true. Then you've got the purple materia, which is your independent materia. Basically, it's materia that kicks in regardless.
Cover.
So, cover
Yeah.
kicks in regardless of what you're doing. HP plus, MP plus, that sort of stuff. Counter, yeah.
Yeah.
Also long range, that's another material we'll get later on, and it's a very good materia.
That's a brilliant materia.
Barrett is
Marley,
essentially...
cover the store. Mix drinks for people.
Yeah. Here you go, you 8-year-old girl.
Barrett is essentially
Make a martini.
Barrett is essentially the only long-range character you really have, particularly up to this point, until you get Vincent at least.
Yeah, but even then, that's not. Oh, Yuffie's long range. No, she's not actually.
No,
is she?
she's not really, unless you use the throw materia. But with the long-range materia, any character that is short-range can do long-range attacks, so it's really good materia to give to Cloud, say.
Because you want your main characters to have all the best. Fuck the rest of them.
Oh yeah, that's why whenever I pick up a source item like Guard Source or Power Source, I give them all to Cloud. No one else is going to fucking use them.
The character that
You
you're
use the
probably going to
most.
play the most with.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
only one section where you don't play as him, isn't there?
Well, there's two. I seem to remember you can play as Tifa at one stage, and you can play as Sid at one stage. But I think Barrett. I actually think Barrett and Vincent are your only long-range
Actually,
characters.
isn't Sid
I
long
think
range?
you should have bought a load of grenades and gone on a jihad.
Yeah, as you'll see, there's a reason for going up to the second floor. You can use the the instructional videos to explain a bit more about things, but that's not what I'm here for.
Free loot!
Yeah, what I'm here is for is
Someone
free loot.
pulled the LSD out. And that almost dropped on your head. Almost certainly dropped on your foot.
That keeps hitting him in the face.
That's actually a mimic.
But yeah, I'm not going to go to that save point because that bitch will start talking.
Yeah, but when you go to the upper third, is it this place where the third floor is?
In here is where that kid will tell you, do you want to sleep here? I basically tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Because I ain't paying the money.
Well, I know there's one later on. I can't remember exactly where. Might be when you meet Aerith, when you get the chance to steal from some kids. Fun.
I know which area.
Oh, that's convenient.
I walked in the wrong area. I know which area you're talking about, Andy, but I do not believe I actually go in there. I think I ignore that straight
Because
out.
if you leave that, there's like you can collect it in the secret drawer and you get like 13 gil.
Yeah,
But if you leave it till a lot later on in the game, you get a nice chunk of money.
No,
it's nothing huge.
You don't get money. You get an elixir.
Oh, do you get an elixir? Oh, okay.
He buys an elixir with his money.
I just knew you get something better later if you left it.
And as you can see, I'm just equipping all the materia to the different characters. This is a better introduction to how you use the materia. And what I usually like to do is I usually like to give Tifa the recover materia, but in this case she can't equip the damn thing. So now I have to switch it back, and I give Cloud the restore materia instead.
But she equipped it. Or are you saying you wanted to restore all?
He wants
I
restore all on
want
Cloud.
the restore all. Yeah, I want to give
do the same
all.
thing. I always make sure restore has the all attached. Fuck everything else until I get more all materia.
Another thing about materia is you may have noticed that it has things like strength -1 and magic +1 and things like that on the actual materia. As materia levels up, it does different bonuses or defects. So in this case, because I've got restore equipped to Cloud, it's level 1 materia, so it only knows cure.
What the
But
hell happened there?
I have no idea. But it has a -1 on strength, which is why I usually give it to characters like Tifa, because, you know, her strength isn't that high to begin with.
Or
Why are we ignoring the graphical spaz out?
Oh, trust me, this game's full of them. But as you level up, if you got to say, if you got to level 2 restore materia, you get the Cura ability, but you also get magic +1.
I do have to point out that the drawback of Avalanche's plan of, you know what, we bombed somewhere yesterday, security's going to be at an all-time high, so you know what, let's bomb somewhere else the day after.
Yeah, that was the one problem I saw.
They're fucking retarded as terrorists.
Well, not really, because they're wanting to keep them on their toes.
Yeah, but with security hyped up, I mean, this is why in a moment you get caught by the detection. It's stupid.
And
you should leave it a couple of months and then bomb them again. Or I suppose they would have had a chance to rebuild then.
The face on that guy actually looks proper, you know, for him to have an open mouth, because he's kind of in fear of his life. But, you know, it's just annoying.
He looks like he's sucking himself off now.
Yeah, now he's...
Black
oh my
guy's
god,
gonna
I'm
kill
gonna
me.
die.
I might as well go out happy.
Oh dear.
Kind of bad though when the terrorists are threatening the civilians.
Yeah.
And they wonder why no one likes them.
Well, that's just it. We'll see later on that certain events that take place, Shinra actually blame Avalanche for said events, and people actually start to believe them. And it's not hard when you consider that Barrett is basically abusing everyone along the way.
Barrett is somewhat of a douchebag, yes.
But as we'll learn later on, when we learn more about his backstory, you kind of understand why.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
Aside from that.
Here, let me show you this monitor. Too late, seen it, bitch.
Yeah, either way, you're always going to see that map system, but you do it
was
first.
about the grope teeth on the arse.
You do it first. You do it first with Jesse, and then you just go straight to this.
That's it, Tifa. Just keep wobbling your shit tits.
Cloud sit there thinking, who fucked up?
I have farted. I wonder if they
There
will
are only
realise.
there are only
no, Barry
three
did.
there are only 3 possible people who could have fucked this up: Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. I wonder who it was. My vote's on Wedge.
Cloud. My vote on Cloud.
This way you've got to
Just
like,
run from cart to cart.
you're trying to spam grabbing stuff
One,
off people.
this guy pickpockets you,
yeah,
doesn't
this guy pickpockets you, and if you don't go back to actually get it, you lose whatever he took.
It's half your money.
Yeah. Just punch the old guy, why don't you?
Don't punch the punk who's going to pickpocket you. Punch the old guy.
Yeah, see, he nicked it, so I gotta run back. Yep, give me the money. Thank you. Run! Run!
You dickhead almost didn't make
Very, very good.
Yeah,
Very,
Is that
very
guy
good.
naked and
Contrary to
masturbating on the end? Look.
Contrary to popular belief, you do not actually lose if you
Did you
run
not
out of
just
time.
see that, guys?
If you run out of time, you actually get thrown off the train earlier.
Did you not just see that?
What,
There
you
was a
mean
guy on the end of the pew, naked, and it looked like he was jerking off.
It probably was.
God.
This is the Shinra slums. They could probably
Can
get
I
away with
ask
that.
how they managed to put those costumes on without anyone realising?
I don't
Quick
actually
change
know.
artists.
You know, I always thought that was a beard on Biggs, but it's actually not. That's actually part of his coat.
It's the
He's just wearing a
colour.
mustache.
He does actually have a mustache on there.
Yeah, but that's just it. I always thought that was a beard.
Actually, if you look at him, Domo arigato, Mr. Roberto. They're doing the robot.
Go on, jump, Tifa.
Actually, to be fair, if you get the hands in the hair, you can do caramel dancing.
One thing I actually didn't know. One thing I actually didn't know until recently is that if you fail this train sequence and get thrown off early, you actually lose relationship points with both Tifa and Barrett.
I have never lost on this.
I did it once just to find out what actually happens, but you don't actually get a game over. You actually get thrown off the train earlier, and you have further to walk to get to the end.
You see, now, I used to walk all the way down that way anyway, just to see if there was anything down there.
Yeah, I always used to do that. There isn't actually anything there until you come back later.
Yeah.
If you run all the way down there this time, if you run all the way
There's
down
guards,
there this
isn't
time,
there?
there's guards, and it's an infinite number of spawning guards, so it's a good place to actually train if
Right.
you feel like it.
Yeah, but it's about 12 screens away, so...
Yeah, and that's the big issue. That's why I didn't do it.
Isn't this where you...
Oh, look, a hole. Let's just jump down
Because I
it.
remember you playing this once before and you were just grinding until about level 30 in this section.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was grinding for limit breaks. I actually ended up getting Cloud's level 3 limit breaks by the time I actually finished this area.
I was going to say, because to get the limit breaks, you've got to use the first one, level 1, first limit 8 times, kill 80 enemies. Level 2 limit break, the first one, 6 times, 80 enemies. The level 3 one is 4 times, and then 80 enemies, and then you've got to unlock the level 4s.
And also, one thing that always used to make me shit myself, but it was a while back I actually learned that it's not true. I always thought that if you didn't get the second limit break, if you unlocked the next tier, that you couldn't go back and unlock the next limit break.
Oh no, you
of
go
that
back
tier.
to the old limit break, and you
Yes,
just
you can actually do it, but for the longest time I was shitting myself because I thought you couldn't do it.
thought you skipped over it. No, yeah, you just go back to that tier, equip that tier of limit break, and just keep using it until you've unlocked it.
Yeah. I'm actually hoping I get it, but I don't know whether I will. The Lucky Sevens glitch.
I thought you were going to skip random battles.
I am, but this is a new battle. These are new enemies. I always show off the new enemies,
Gotcha.
but then every single preceding battle is skipped. So you will
Sorry if you
always
just heard a weird
always
noise. I was just cracking open some cider.
Oh, good. So this becomes a drunk commentary.
Nah.
It might as well be for how many.
I can't
parts
believe
it's
you
gonna be.
grinded all these fish.
I actually didn't grind the fish. I grinded the.
Don't
the-
grind
I-
fish. That's
I
completely
grinded.
wrong.
I grinded the guards, the area that we were talking about before, the ones that have the infinite respawning guards. I grinded that area because you always get like 3 guards every time. It's a bit of a bitch if you like run out of ethers because
Not
then
as
you
good
have
as
to,
the
you have
ladder on
to kind of
MGS3.
run. Yeah.
Well, I could have done without seeing
I like how
Cloud's
in the
ass.
No. Did you not
Pixelated
just
as
see
it
that?
is.
In the ventilation shaft, it has arrows pointing which way you need to walk. Oh, you missed the item.
I was going to say, do I actually pick it up? I can't remember.
Oh, please tell me you don't.
Nope, I leave it.
You dick.
I think it's only a potion anyway. So
I was going to say, I think it's a high potion. I think that one's a tent.
Yeah, just ignore Biggs.
Yep, there you go. How can you tell I played this game not long ago? In Scotland.
Yeah, we were
Why
doing
are
it
you name dropping Scotland like it's a big thing?
Because it's fucking gorgeous.
when we went.
Anyone
yeah,
who's
when
listening,
we were up in, when
if
we
you
were
ever
up
want
in
to go
Scotland.
somewhere really beautiful, go to Helmsdale in Scotland.
Yeah, gorgeous place.
Now he's gonna have to edit. He's gonna have to edit the footage to put sponsored by Helmsdale.
No, it's good. Literally just amazing 2 weeks.
Shit! The floor is lava.
And then every time we've got a couple of moments, me and Hobnob would play a bit of Final Fantasy VII. When our nephew wasn't trying to play fucking FIFA.
And here we have
The red. Yeah, the commanders,
red,
aren't they?
red versions of the blue guys that we saw earlier.
Red versions of the blue guys. So, red guys.
But
They still use beam guns and still use physical attacks.
How do you know that?
In fact,
not just
you wanna know
really hot blue guys.
You want to know what these guys remind me of? Do you remember Time Crisis? Do you remember the ninjas?
The
I
ones
was
that
thinking
jumped
really
around the room.
shitty Power Rangers.
I still like knockoff Wolverine personally.
Actually, yeah, I could see these as being enemies on new Power Rangers series or something. Power Rangers fight the Shinra Corps.
That Buster Sword's not big enough to be the actual Buster Sword, by the way. I've just noticed.
In comparison to Cloud.
Yep. In this little fighting part here, that sword's too small. The Buster Sword's actually a lot bigger than that.
Might have to do a comparison with, say,
I'm pretty sure it's wider at least. You know, the length maybe not, but I'm pretty sure it is wider.
Is that still the Buster Sword, or did you upgrade it yet?
No, that's still the Buster
it's
Sword.
the Buster Sword. You don't actually get any new weapons until
Cloud for quite a while.
roughly about Shinra HQ when you can steal the hard edge.
What can you steal the hard edge from?
You steal it from one of the sword wielding guards in Shinra HQ. I do actually steal it, so you'll be able to see that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it right now. The only thing I haven't successfully been able to steal is the striking staff for Aerith. But you'll
Off the chariot guys.
yes,
They're a bastard to get it off there. That's why.
yeah, you'll see. But you'll see in a later part. But I can't actually find the fuckers. I was there for 20 minutes.
Really? Because
And,
I found
yeah.
when we played before.
I was there long
There you
enough.
go. There's the toilet guys.
Yeah. I was there
I don't know
long
why I
enough.
think they look like toilets.
I was there long
Weirdest
enough
toilets ever.
I was there long enough for Cloud to get another limit break. Yeah, just gotta cut a panther in half.
I'm sure the base of that sword is meant to be wider than that.
I
Maybe I'm
Have
actually
you
just
wonder.
ever been so annoyed you cut a panther in half?
I actually wonder for the HD remake that they're doing. How do you think they're gonna handle enemies dying? Are they just gonna have them read out like this, or are they gonna have them just drop to the floor and disappear like in Crisis Core?
Possibly more like Crisis Core, I think. Drop down to the floor and just have them actually have a death. As long as it's not anything like Final Fantasy X where they disappear into pretty little butterflies.
In all fairness, though, in Final Fantasy X,
Sake.
the Fireflies in 10 were actually a story element, so
I
that
was
kind
going
of
to
made
say,
sense.
that was
I
actually a
know,
story
I
element.
know it was a story element, but for fuck's sake, it's like this, they just go red. Final Fantasy VIII, they fade away. If they don't, yeah, they have a death animation, then fade away.
Yeah.
9, can't fully remember, but 10, it's like, slash!
No!
Wait, did
And
we
she
just do
just-
that together?
Yeah. I am your father.
You know, you gotta wonder when Cloud zones out like this. You gotta be wondering what Barrett and Tifa must be thinking. Barrett must
Let's
Barrett
just stand
must
here
be
and watch
thinking-
him for a moment.
Barrett must be thinking you've taken the worst time possible to have a stroke, dude.
We're in the middle of a mission to. Where are you going?
We just put the bomb in place.